Hello, everyone. I know it has been a while since I have hopped on a Facebook Live video, but I had to share some amazing things that is going on in Limitless Learning International, and I couldn't wait. I was going to make a video and edit it and upload it, but I was like, no, let me hop on live because I really want to see what questions, if you are a parent or you know someone who is, or a child that may be struggling, what things can you do to help them catch up on their learning? Hey, Stacy, I'm glad you were able to hop in. Definitely say hello below for anyone who is coming in. Thank you guys for joining. I wanted to share a little bit about what you can do to help your child with their learning. So let's be completely honest and transparent. Between last school year and this school year, children have lost about, although it's been 2 years, I would say they probably lost at least half of a year, some more, because some schools are still not fully open. I have friends all over the U.S. who have told me, thank you, Stacy. It's fine. I know you're busy. I just decided to hop on at the last minute. But, so I have a lot of friends, all over, and those friends have blatantly said, like, look, my students are not turning in work. They're not showing up for class. And even those that do, they still have those learning gaps of things that they should have learned the end of last school year, but it didn't happen, because of, the pandemic, right? And what we are looking to do is, as a parent, I can only imagine you're like, okay, I have to get my child caught up. I have to figure out what I can do for my child. Hello, everyone that's coming in. Please say hello. I'm happy to see you guys. We're just talking about catching up on learning. Be sure to share this with a parent or if they have a child, anything, feel free to share this content information because it's very important. So anyway, the kids are behind. It doesn't matter how advanced a child is, they are still behind in some way because they've missed out on certain things that they should have learned while they were in school, and it just didn't happen. And with our homeschooling program, we were blessed and fortunate enough to where we spent 2 weeks covering things, and we're also not rushing through to finish first in terms of getting children to catch up. Now, if the kids are ahead, they're ready to go. And that's what I love about our homeschooling program is that we can kind of individualize it and push the kids, more. But if they need time, we can take that time to reteach those things. And so to help your child get caught up, this is something that a lot of people I don't think consider, but we have 2 months of summer, okay? And those 2 months of summer, research has shown that when a child is not active during the summer, that they lose everything they've learned at least 2 months back. So if your child is to take a full, complete break from any type of learning, engagement, reading, anything, it's just like them going back another 2 months. I'm sure you don't want that. Because when the child gets back in school, they're going to have to catch up on those 2 months, which won't probably happen. Because if you look at the curriculum in public schools and even private schools, charter schools, they don't have as much time to stop and slow down. They have to meet those standards. It's just almost inevitable. And so that's the reason why our business exists with our tutoring, online tutoring programs, as well as, even homeschooling. But more specifically, we have a virtual online, I'm so excited, summer camp. Like, I had to come and share this because, first of all, I'll be honest, I was not trying to do anything this summer except go on vacation. That's what I wanted to do. Go on vacation and do nothing. But I had a parent who is, her child is in our program, and she happens to be one of my neighbors. She was like, look, are you doing anything for the summer? And I've done, summer camps before. I've been doing summer camps almost like my whole adult life, and even into, we've had our own, when we had our brick and mortar in 2017, 2018, 2019, we didn't really do a big camp, but we just did like a mini camp. And then 2020, we did nothing due to the pandemic. But for 2021, we decided to put everything online. And now looking at it, I'm like, oh my gosh. And we have about 25 to 30% of the spots already filled. And I really haven't promoted it as much as I probably plan to. But I've noticed that parents are catching on, like, look, I don't need to let my child just lax this summer. Like, yeah, they can have a break, but not the whole entire summer. And that's why our program exists, to help with catching up. Taking 2 months off, I'm telling you guys, is not a good idea at all. Even if you guys decide that you don't want to do our virtual summer camp, which I will share into detail what it all entails, do something with your students. If they have an enrichment program at school, if they have a reading program at your library, do something with your child, no matter what age they are. Whether they're pre-K or all the way up to 12th grade, they need to be doing something engaging to help with their learning. But I would recommend them actually having something strong and strategic to tackle those areas, because every child in some way, somehow, has gaps in their learning. And let me be more clear about what these gaps produce. So if you go into the literature, and for those of you that don't know, some of y'all are new coming on. You may not have heard of Limitless Learning International. You may only know me, personally through my Facebook page. Of course, I'm Jasmine, and I have a background in education, elementary and secondary. My bachelor's is in that. My master's is in educational leadership, and I'm currently working on my doctoral degree, and that is in organizational leadership with an emphasis in K-12 schools. So I have a huge background in education, and I do a lot of research. Like, I'm looking at my computer right now, I have a paper to write. So I'm very well versed in what happens in schools, what's happening in the literature, and essentially that is the reason why this summer program exists. And we want to help students in some type of way to keep them engaged and keep them going. So let's kind of get into it, and you can take a moment to digest what all we're doing in terms of the curriculum and what it's set up. So a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want my kids in summer camp or any type of academics, because they're like, oh, my child is going to get burnt out. One thing I can say, and if you are watching and your child was in our summer camps in years before, the kids do not get burnt out on academics, because we balance it. We have fun and we do academics. Of course, online is going to be a little bit different. Kids are not online all day with us. And that is the number one complaint I hear from teachers and from students when they were switching to virtual. Being online all day is completely unhealthy for children, for adults, everyone. And even our homeschooling program, we don't do that all day long. We actually have a certain number of hours that they are on, and they have homework in between. So that's how our camp is going to be set up, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And again, this is for pre-K through 8th grade students. And those groups are broken down into pre-K is by itself. We have I would say 5 spots, but you never know how that's going to go with the way people are signing up. But pre-K, 5 spots are available. K2, there may be 10 spots, because that's that group is constantly growing. And then 3-5 is a group, and then 6-8. And so what we have is amazing, special, creative teachers that are going to be helping with those groups. And they have the credentials. They know what to do. And we're also using different software programs and technology to be able to help the students actually achieve their learning gaps and overcome them. And when I was talking about gaps specifically, those gaps mean and turn into year after year of not learning certain things, turns into achievement gaps, meaning that they're going to underperform on standardized testing and any other form of testing where you're looking at children's learning. And then achievement gaps turn into opportunity gaps if they graduate, right? If they go on, they graduate, opportunities that are out there for them may be limited. Less opportunities in an economic standpoint, meaning not being able to secure jobs. That means you can't put food on the table and basically take care of yourself. And what's the point of going through school all these years to have opportunity gaps? You want to go to school because you want to progress and you want to be able to make a beautiful living, enjoy it, and actually do something powerful with your life and make an impact, right? So going back into what the program looks like, I mentioned our groups and our times. We're Tuesday, Thursday from 9 to 12, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. We do work on Zoom, which is lots of fun. The kids enjoy Zoom. And then we will go through each subject area. So we have math, ELA, and we'll do science and social studies. And all of this is curriculum based. That's what I love, is that we're not just throwing something together. Like, we're focused on curriculum. The kids actually have assessments that they will go through and learn from. And with those assessments, we'll be able to determine what they need to work on and what, they can move on and learn more to the next level. And that's what I think is so neat about our program, is that we're just not starting from scratch, pulling something out of the sky. We're actually looking at, okay, where are these kids? And we take the time to help them figure that out and let parents know, and then we devise a plan to take them forward and help them to catch up. And what's even more cool, so you guys can't see it, but I have like a bunch of Easter baskets on the floor over there, but we send our kids different little, prizes and gifts, and we're definitely going to include our reading program. That's something we do, and when the kids do well, they get like gift cards and things like that. And we're going to go ahead and do our virtual field trips this summer as well. That has been really fun for a lot of the students, just to, communicate and have a good time, as well as electives. Our electives include everything under the sun, from dance to chess. We also have Spanish. We probably will do our Spanish class this summer as well. So there's so much to get into. And I'm going to actually read your comment, Miss Stacy, who is an amazing teacher with us. Yes, they do need to catch up during the summer. Yeah. I mean, it's all across. Like, even if a child is like, woohoo, they just soar in everything. In some way, they've missed something. And we have to give them that opportunity to catch up. And yes, summer is the perfect time to do that. So, our summer camp information, I will definitely link it down below. It is virtual. And for a lot of you guys that may, inbox me or tune in, you all may be like, well, my child can go because I'm in DC. Any child anywhere all over the U.S. is welcome to attend our virtual summer camp. They can join us. It will be an amazing experience. And definitely, guys, if you have questions or comments or concerns, please feel free to comment down below. Share this video with someone that their child is kind of lagging behind, and maybe they want to do something that will be able to help support their learning. I'm also going to make sure that I comment our summer camp link down below so you all can read more of the information. Be sure to follow our page, Limitless Learning International. We post videos, helpful content. We have tons of resources, blogs, all of that. So make sure you all keep that in mind. Thank you all so much for watching and have an amazing day.